Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Really excited for today's video. It's a non-alcoholic beer, and that's actually why I'm really excited. Because, spoiler alert, tomorrow I'm posting two videos because I filmed these out of order. So this is the third beer I've had today. So you know it's going to be a non-alcoholic beer. And when you see those two beers, it'll make more sense. Yes, I did two mystery beers for Tuesday. So this is Two Roots Brewing Company. I have not had this specific beer from them. I have had their Helles, or Hells, however you pronounce it, Helles, twice. I reviewed it once and had it the other day a second time. That beer's really good. I don't remember my review of it. I'll have to rewatch it. But like that second time, I was like, man, I really like this beer. Which gives me hope. But then there's a little part of me that's like a little like worried because last week I reviewed an IPA from Partake. I'm not a big fan of talking poorly about breweries on this channel, but I was not a big fan of that. I ended up drinking the whole 6-pack. It was fine. It was, it was fine. But I'm really hopeful for this based on the other one I've had from them. Contains less than 0.5% ABV. They're just calling it IPA. Straight drink. 120 calories. That's actually why I picked up the Partake. 10 calories per can, so I'm like, let me try the lower, alcohol, or not the lower alcohol, the lower calorie one, and was not worth it. This is a 2020 Bronze Session Beer or Non-Alcoholic Beer American Beer Festival winner, which is really impressive. That's awesome. These guys are out of San Diego, California, and under special agreement with a place in Michigan. Looks like the name's actually Straight Drink, and an IPA is the style. I already saw the descriptor. 2020 Great American Beer Festival bronze medal winner for this hoppy, dank, resiny West Coast IPA, West Coast style IPA. We use the dankest hops, tons of Eureka, and a splash of Comet, infused it with finest botanical derived terpenes, whatever you pronounce it. Instructions: chill, open, drink, recycle, repeat. I will already have chilled it. I'm about to open it. I will drink it and I will recycle it, but we'll see if I'll repeat it. Let's get into it. I will say this. It's a little, actually, I guess it's a little hazier than I was thinking, but I guess it's making my glass dirty. I guess I have seen West Coast IPAs that color, but I mean, it is, I would say it's a little beyond unfiltered looking. A lot of particulates, decent amount of particulates. Because that's not dirty glass. That's some particulates. So that makes me excited because maybe there's actually flavor in this beer, unlike that. Again, Partake, not to talk poorly about them. About a finger and a half of an off-white towards bone white head. A deep orange color, a little bit of yellow on the outside. And again, it's actually, I would say it's unfiltered, or I'd say it's actually hazy, but not quite like what we think of as New England style IPA hazy, but it's hazy. It's beyond unfiltered. It's hazy. Let's get into the aroma. Okay, I like this. I get a lot of orange peel, like zestiness, a little bit of lemon too. There is that like malty, a little bit doughy grain quality fighting through. Yeah, kind of like a generic, just like West Coast IPA thing. But like for me, the first and foremost is that zesty orange and lemon thing. It smells good. It's not knocking me out. Like it's not like knocking my socks off, to use a proper expression, based on the aroma. But it does smell good, to be fair. Let's see about the taste. Cheers. I'm okay with this. Yeah. Okay. I would buy this. Again, not to talk poorly. The other one that I'll stop talking about, I wouldn't buy again. This one I would. This is good. This has, it follows the aroma in that I get that orange zest, a little bit of lemon zest, a little bit of grapefruit, which I did not get in the aroma at all. Nice bitterness. It actually drinks like a beer at least the first half. When the middle stuff kicks, because there's some sweetness up front, but like there's bitterness throughout though. But like when the more bitterness kicks in halfway through, that's when you kind of get that flavor. It's like, oh yeah, this isn't beer. This is non-alcoholic beer. But that being said, it's very minimal, which is why I like this so much better. Kind of like the aroma, it's just kind of also generically West Coast IPA. I see they're saying dank. I get that. A little bit of resin. Like, I get that. But it's not like overly piney or anything like super robust either. But this would be great. What I'm kind of looking for are like second beers. I know this is like the third beer I'm having today, but it's because I don't have to work tomorrow. But I typically drink one beer a day and I review them, and that's how I come up with my content. And rarely do I want a second beer, but I'm kind of like looking for a second beer option that is, quote unquote non-alcoholic. For those days I do want a second one. Or the first one didn't quite scratch my itch enough, and I'm like, man, I kind of want to keep drinking a beer since that one didn't do it for me. So I kind of want an option. And this is on the table for something, again, that I would buy again and keep at the house. I'm not going to say I'm going to stop exploring after this beer, other non-alcoholic beers, especially because I have some like really nice options locally, like at a local beer store. I mean, not from local breweries. But man, yeah, this is close enough where like a lot of those itches are scratched, if that makes sense. Not 100%, but I'm not going to say we could never get there. But like when it is a non-alcoholic version of an alcoholic drink, I'm going to argue probably things will be lacking, and that's inevitable. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll be proven wrong someday. I get a little bit more pine now. Okay. Yeah, this is tasty. This two roots. They're 2 for 2 for me. I will say that there's some Untitled Arts also available locally that I really want to try. There's a Brooklyn pack locally, but I tried one at the brewery. That was okay. But that's tough too because I was like actively drinking other beers there when I threw that one in the mix. So it kind of throws off, how good is this when you're like, well, I just had like 3 real beers. Anyway, back to this one. This is great. These guys, based on the 2 I've had, seem to really know what they're doing and maximizing flavor and beerness in something that is a non-alcoholic version of beer. So if anyone from the brewery is watching this, you should be really proud of yourself. Like seriously, like 2 for 2, like doing a really good job. Have you guys had this beer before? Have you had a nice non-alcoholic beer you want to tell me about? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. There's no hype beer reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.